but it's towards the mid lane. Disruptor is here. Lun is level 2, so he'll only have that level 1 glimpse coming about. But Young PH has the Nightmare broken out and will be able to find that Lightning Storm. But Young G is here. He's bringing the creep party as well beside him, but just wants to be farming up, leaving KSH to farm over on that bot lane. And he will have that Helmet of Dominator in about 1,000 gold, so he's going to be reasonably fast with that one. It does cost similar to that Hand of Midas. Oh, Young PH. Does he really want to be going on forward? No, he doesn't. He is just going to walk on back. And interestingly, Lun has actually gone for the kinetic fence. He's played the Disruptor. This is the third game with the Disruptor. And this is the first time in this series he's gone for the kinetic fence. It's like a wall, right? And I suppose it's good. I don't actually prefer it over the kinetic field, but whatever helps him play. Right now, he is going to use the glimpse against Young G, who was coming in a bit too close. Young G now has the, or will be making the blade mail. Right now, he wants to be picking up that magic wand. Ideally, he wants to be picking up the magic wand. KSH needs to blink away. Can't stack up against two of these heroes. Not surely not. But he's going to use that blink. But Young G actually has the phase boots at the ready, and KSH doesn't actually have a boots of speed. So this anti-mage is incredibly slow. Has the counter spell, is going to be blinking away, but it is a lost lane for him. And it's too much space that he is giving away. He's just being chased away by a Bane at this point. And you can tell why the anti-mage isn't exactly a great hero to pick up for your team. Unless, of course, you're Ame. But, oh, Rolling Thunder by Kui. He finds the kill on Skilly. And maybe turns it around on towards that Disruptor, because surely he is going to end up getting glimpse back. It is just a level 1 glimpse though, so Lun will not be able to find it. And Lloyd baited Young PH inside of that Roche pit to just dive away to the other side. So Emperor find themselves the 1 kill. It is going to just be on a position 4, so it's not the biggest thing in the world. But right now, it is that Shrine of Wisdom play. Play hard, has the perfect hero for it. And is going to be making his way towards that Shrine of Wisdom. No one expects this though. Skilly is here with that Earthshaker. But Shrine of Wisdom, he's going to wait until the ring comes out towards the edge. And now will make the move in. Drag the Earthshaker out with that Nightmare and just pick up the Shrine for himself. Perfect execution coming about. But he will still die for this though. It's a situation. He doesn't even have a TP. So he will most likely die. Just a few more hits still do the trick. They're trying to give the kill to Zoran. The Mars will grab it. And the courier does fall too. So it's 226 experience. And it's 280 experience that goes. So it's around 560 experience that goes their way. So it is still worth it. Even though you do end up giving a fair bit of gold away to the other side. Grabbing yourself up the Shrine of Wisdom, taking that experience away from the other side is definitely going to be worth it. As Young G, he knows his priorities. He just wants to make this anti-mage's life a living hell. As there's not too much the anti-mage can do. But right now, Young PH is coming in with that Leshrac, and Young G is in trouble. He is going to use the Berserker's Call, but will end up falling. 3 cores chasing after him. And even Zoran throwing in that victory dance. A haste rune now up for Kui. As he can potentially make a play on skill day. He sees the Earthshaker. He also knows the fact that 3 heroes teleported towards the bot lane to buy the anti-mage some amount of space.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Lloyd now.
Radiant are scanning.
Young PH doesn't have a Blink Dagger, but with KSH's Hellbear Smasher, perhaps they can contest this triangle. And the axe is incredibly low here. He will get glimpsed back. The kinetic field, though, there, the wall goes out, and Zoran comes in with the arena. Young PH finds himself that dominating streak, again creating space for KSH to recover his farm. You take a look at the net worth, and the anti-mage may be far behind, but he's actually neck and neck even compared to the axe there.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And they'll even be able to pressure this tier 1 tower. You have the Hellbear Smasher to soak up the majority of this
Dire's bottom tower
damage
is
coming
under
out.
attack.
Oh, they're actually looking for Lloyd. KSH, he has the level 4 in the blink and will be able to make his way on top of that Phoenix, who does have the dive available. Just for now, will use it, but can he actually make his way out? KSH doesn't have the mana void, and Lun is not available for that glimpse. That kinetic fence there is the drawback of that kinetic fence. It doesn't give you that circle of vision that the
Radiant structures
kinetic field
are
does.
fortified.
The Blink Dagger, about 50 gold away for the Leshrac. Meanwhile, you'll have a pretty late diffusal, or it's not exactly pretty late, but it's still not in the ideal timing. Sure, Kui was faced up against
Dire's middle tower
a Leshrac, so this isn't all that bad for the Pangolier. Assuming he can get that by that 12-minute mark, he should be happy about that timing, and then he can make some plays around the map. The game will be paused, but will instantly resume.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Mango Rose has the Dragon Lance at the ready. And is on his way towards making that Desolator, which he should have it in about in the next 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, Galacticos. The last time they had that doorbell ring, they actually had a delivery to receive, so it was interesting. I remember I don't remember who I was casting with. Perhaps it was with Crash or Yuheng. It is a delivery. It is a delivery. I knew it. I'm going to message all of the potential co-casters that I was covering that match with, because we have finally figured it out. It was a delivery back then, and it's going to be a delivery now too.
Dire are scanning.
But YG, now we know that they are playing with empty tummies, perhaps. But they're still hungry for some kills. They're hungry for Mango Rose. They're going to go on in, find the skewer as well with that spear, and they will take the carry down. And now, it's Zoran, though, the one being chased down. The Rolling Thunder does come out. However, Luna is here with that Static Storm, and this Rolling Thunder isn't doing too much. There is no Diffusal Blade available for Kui, but he may be able to find the kill on that Pangolier as soon as that Kinetic Fence runs out, and will just need one more Shield Crash to do the trick. He finds the kill. It's Playhard, though, who falls over on the other side, as that Mars found the kill there. And it's actually 3 bounty runes that Young PH will be able to pick up for himself.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Surprising. I mean, that's 150 into 5. Is that 2,000 gold, or rather 1,500 gold that YG were able to pick up?
Cut and run.
Dire's top
3
tower
bounty
is
runes.
under
That's
attack.
250 gold. Sorry, that was 750 gold that they just picked up for their entire team. Oh, Axe has the Blade Mail, but the teleports are coming in. Queen now has a diffusal blade. The Berserker's Call is going to cancel out that teleport, and Zoran is going to fall. Queen now on a killing spree.
Is under attack.
And even though Zoran has that Blink Dagger, he will need to respawn before he can use it. They have multiple Blinkins now. Young PH, he wants to go in, and Young G will fall a bit too late with that Blade Mail, and even if he activated that Blade Mail, the axe was simply too low on his HP. Templar Assassin, though, very close to that Desolator.
Dire's top tower is under
We'll have that in that next minute or so, and once you have that Desolator, it's time to go, because KSH on the other side of the map is farming away for that Battle Fury. You want to be in a position where you can contest that Anti-Mage, and that requires a Templar Assassin to snowball, and there are plenty of targets to go for. Once you blink on top of that Disruptor, he should end up dying to just that one Melt Strike, or a few more hits with that one Melt Strike when you have that Desolator online.
Dire's structures are fortified.
For the temple.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower has fallen.
A 3-man smoke from the side of YG as they look towards taking this tier 1 tower down. Or perhaps they're beating Young PH. They're using the Leshrac
Dire's middle tower is under
as
attack.
a target for Emperor to go in on. Oh, but Young PH says no, he doesn't actually want to be a target. He wants to be his own person, his own little nether creature. I don't know what species Leshrac is from. Right, the hero. I'm talking about the hero. Because apparently there are species in the hero in the game. Right? I'm not that well versed with the Dota lore. Apparently there's a version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Dota version. Right? You don't actually end up being a millionaire. But you get to win around $100 if you join the show. I actually tuned into that because Slacks had a video about it. It was a pretty interesting watch. And the questions are just too hard. I got through one round of the questions, but then I couldn't answer the second one because it was like, what species is one of the heroes? And I didn't even know there were species.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Zoran with the Blink Dagger hasn't exactly made any kind of a play. Anti-Mage KSH now has a Battle Fury, and this is worrisome for the side of Emperor because sure,
Is under attack.
they have the Templar Assassin who's pretty farmed up, but it's the side of YG who are doing so well with their Leshrac. The Mars as well as the Axe. Oh, the Mars as well as the Anti-Mage. Young G, who wanted to go in, is not actually going to do much. Young PH still doing so much damage, and the Static Storm comes out, disabling that Fiend's Grip. The Phoenix Egg, though, was there, and Mango Rose goes to work with the Desolator. A few more strikes will do the trick, but no, it's going to be Young G who finds the culling to dunk on top of Zoran, but it's an Echo Slam by Skill Lane going all in, and Mango Rose, who thought he was safe, had another thing coming. The Phoenix is gonna fall too, and Kui may have found a return, but it's just a measly Disruptor. Of course, it's Young G to find that second dunk. And again, it's the Anti-Mage who was the big winner out of the entire team fight. Sure, you did have one Desolator stack coming about, but the goal may have been in favor of Emperor overall, but net worths don't exactly work like that, because when your late game carry dies and the opposing side's late game carry ends up surviving, it's the side of the carry who survived that comes out on top. And in this scenario, it was YG, 4,000 net worth ahead on this team, and the anti-mage will have that Yasha built up. Oh, no, it's towards that mid side. Another big kill found. It was a dominating streak, and they want to press their advantage. There's an invisibility rune up for the Leshrac. The Templar Assassin is got out. The Static Storm comes out on top, and the Kinetic Fence actually holding the Templar Assassin. This is the perfect play coming in from Lunar. KSH unfortunately does not have the damage output, and now Mango, a few more hits will do the trick, but KSH manages to blink out, will not be able to survive, but Young PH on that Leshrac, simply too good for Emperor. Mango getting sent up into the air as Young PH is going to be coming in, but no, it's actually the Templar Assassin who's going to be fed into Young PH by that spear. Zoran and Young PH playing out of their minds this game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Young PH with the Lesh makes his move on that on those neutral creeps. So it's not exactly a move, it's more like he's just farming up. And KSH really needs to amp up his damage output. There's no real way to do that outside of just itemizing like an anti-mage itemizes, right? He's going to go for that Manta, then we'll have the Butterfly, and then we'll have the Skull Basher into an Abyssal Blade. So really standard itemization coming out from KSH.
Radiant are scanning.
And his damage output stacks up when he hits the point where he has that Skull Basher. Before that, the anti-mage is pretty weak as a hero. Disruptor. Luna is going to end up being collapsed upon by 3 of these heroes, and the dunk will be there. Young G finds the kill, and instantly they want to go through the outpost. They want to take the Tormentor down. Secure vision for themselves before taking the Tormentor. But it may be a 5-man disengagement that Zoran wants to be going in. Uses the rebuke on Young G so he can't actually blink in, but it's actually Young PH who got cut out and he was sniped out. Mango Rose found the kill there. Skill Lay. This time around, his Echo is just going to implode as YG. This is a disaster of a team fight. KSH does come in with that anti-mage, though they are able to actually still take out Mango Rose. And KSH, despite of not having the ideal damage output on that anti-mage, he's still able to charge on forward. Doesn't have the mana void available, but with the Croaker coming in, they have the additional stun available. They will be able to potentially find the 4 heroes there, as Lun does have a glimpse to play with, and this is going to be a full-on team wipe, despite of the fact that Emperor found the right entry, and Mango was able to take the Leshrac as well as the Earthshaker out. A triple kill by KSH to end it all. And this is the problem.
Dire's top tower is
This is
under attack.
what we were talking about. I mean,
Are scanning.
neck and neck even, or rather net worth exchanges that favor the late game carry are always going to be worth it for the side that for the carry that survives. The anti-mage this time around comes out with 1400 gold and about 3000 experience. This is the level 17 anti-mage at that 22-minute mark.
Radiant are scanning.
Young PH. He wants to take the Bane down and will be able to find it pretty easily. And the Axe is just going to blink away, and now it's a push coming in. 22 minutes in. Very rarely do you see an anti-mage actually pushing this early on, but I think he's feeling himself. I think he's
Are
just
fortified.
feels incredibly confident.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they see Mango. And he doesn't have a BKB. He will go and farm those creeps though. Rather, he's gonna use the Melt Strike. They have some idea, and I think their smoke is gonna break, so they know that Mango Rose is here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Young PH, they think they know where he is, but the sentry is here now from Lun. And surprisingly, they're not actually using a scan. Oh, they don't actually have a scan to use. But Young PH is still holding his position here. Mango, can he go for the snipe? It's the big question. Because Young PH doesn't actually have any kind of survivability. He's still gonna go for it. Melt Strike being used up, but unable to find the kill. Blinks now being used on both sides as Young PH makes the exit. But this Templar Assassin now may be the one in danger.
Relax. It's okay.
No, I don't think he's gonna be in danger. He's just going to be able to blink away, or rather teleport away.
Precious bounty.
Zoran? KSH blinking on top of that high ground very aggressively. As Zoran is looking for the entry, doesn't find anything with the spear. But KSH, he still wants to go on forward. Oh, they found the Axe Berserker's Call. Can they keep KSH alive? The Static Storm comes out. He is dead on that Anti-Mage. And now with the Anti-Mage falling, the rest of YG are theirs for the taking. Young PH is just gonna blink on top of Emperor. They will be able to find one kill, but I don't think that was worth it. Losing your life for just a support, even losing your Earthshaker 4 heroes down, as KSH thought he could play this confident, but this time around it did turn out to be overconfidence, if anything else.
Under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
As Mango simply has the BKB now at the ready. And will now make his way towards that MKB. So he's not actually going for that Daedalus, he is anticipating the butterfly to be coming out from KSH. Because he sees the Eagle Song.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh, Mango has the refraction to absorb that hit, so he can just blink away. It's actually Young G who needs to be a bit careful. Will also blink away. Everyone's just blinking away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
And now, Emperor. Perhaps they continue with their aggression. Perhaps they move on forward. But Young PH wants to be looking for the entry. He has the Shiva's Guard. The only problem is there's a BKB on this Templar Assassin. And the axe is on the side. He's waiting for them to go in. The Fisher gets thrown out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But so far, they haven't exactly made their entry.
Radiant's
Neither side hasn't made their entry. They're still inside of that smoke. As Young G is going to walk on forward. Is he going to blink on top of that high ground? Finds the Berserker's Call on the two heroes. The Rolling Thunder goes out. And the Earthshaker is just going to get dunked. The Disruptor is going to eat the culling as well. And it's going to be 3 heroes that fall. YG really collapsing there. They thought they could wait on that high ground, but a perfect execute coming in from Young G. And now it's inside of that Roshan pit. Kui is trapped here. But KSH, I don't think he wants to make that execution work out. I mean, it's a difficult one to make it work out. Roshan is going to go towards the other side, but you do have the Berserker's Call to hold Roshan in. Young PH, oh, KSH coming in with the Mana Void. Unfortunately, though, this is a folly attempt because all it really takes to take the Anti-Mage down is one simple Berserker's Call. But skill late, that is a huge Fisher AoE. They have the Resonating Ridge
Dire's bottom tower
as the
is under
facet of
attack.
choice. And now with the MKB at the ready, Mango is in perfect position to actually take this and contest this anti-mage with. The only point of worry for Emperor is if this anti-mage becomes a lot bigger now, right? If this anti-mage is able to get to the point of that abyssal BKB, so 2 more items for that anti-mage around that 25 to 26,000 net worth in about, I would say, 10 minutes from now, I think that YG are going to be ahead. At the same time though, you can never discount the axe with what kind of plays he can make with the Berserker's Call. If he gets the good Berserker's Calls off on the anti-mage, is able to disable him as well as that Lesh, it's going to be all over, because the amount of damage that comes in that duration of that Berserker's Call, right? The 3 seconds of damage, the 3 seconds of hold you have with KSH, or rather Mango Rose, dishing out that damage, that's going to be too much for YG to survive from, irrespective of how much armor or how much evasion this anti-mage has, is just not going to be enough. And the Lesh has no sort of survivability, right? You eat the Berserker's Call, and you are going to just get popped like a balloon, like shoving a sword inside of a balloon. It's never been done before because it's never been needed. Play hard. You'll see Skill Lay use a Nightmare, and the rest of the team is there. And Skill Lay is going to end up dying. It's not a huge loss, because it is just support, but oh, this would be a huge loss. Play hard. He'll find the Nightmare. No teleports coming in quite just yet. The Pangolier is coming in. However, he doesn't actually have mana for his Fiend's Grip. So Zoran will just be able to use it and use the Spear. As well as that Blink Out. Templar Assassin. Now the one in danger. They want to make a play on this Templar. While Emperor don't have the heroes beside her. Zoran is going to go forward, start things off with the Spear, and Young PH is going to come in. Easy cleanup on that Aegis. They're going to wait for the Aegis to respawn, but Kui goes in with that Rolling Thunder. Lunar taking in too much damage. The Arena comes out from Zoran. It is holding Mango Rose in for now, but he blinks forward, finds the kill on that Disruptor, and the Nightmare on that Mars will mean his end. Meanwhile, Skill Lay falls to the back. Unfortunately, KSH, they were holding on to that Berserker's Call, and the weakness of that anti-mage is visible, as he simply is not the carry that can contest against the Templar, or in this case, contest against the Axe.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Their tier 2 is going to fall, and potentially even their high ground is going to get pushed in, because there is no buyback on that anti-mage.
Tower has fallen.
They're reliant on Young PH to actually hold everyone in, but he's actually going to eat that taunt coming in from Young G, and with the Blade Mail up, Young PH can't actually use his spells. He's going to end up getting dunked. And now this base is very vulnerable for Young Galacticos. This anti-mage pick not really working out for them.
Structures are fortified. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
They are signaling it out to attack the mid-tier 3 tower. Or rather to defend, I'm assuming, the mid-tier 3 tower. But there's no one to defend, unfortunately. The mid-side barracks is going to fall. Kui actually is going to go in with that Rolling Thunder, but it's just going to end up teleporting out. Oh, Zoran is coming in, finds the Spear. The Axe is there with the Berserker's Call though, but with everyone from YG respawning, Mango Rose needs to be careful. He is going to use the BKB and go for the teleport out. The rest of Emperor are not going to be so lucky, because they will lose their Phoenix and they will lose their Bane.
Such sorcery.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
It's an
attack.
illusion, guys. It's an illusion. I know it's with the way that Axe has played this, he is quite tanky even on an illusion, but you don't need to panic. The panic comes from not being able to take down Mango Rose, right? Swift Blink available, hasn't even gone for that Hurricane Pike. Right now, he's going for that Daedalus. Probably going to swap out his boots because you want the attack range that you get received from that Dragon Lance. Tormentor going to get cleaned up by Mango Rose all by himself. It will go the way of the Bane, and that is a big one. An AoE Brain Sap, a lot of heal going his way. Even though it's 30%, but it's still 30% of 300 is still 90 HP. I am surprised I was able to get that that quick mats that quickly, because normally my quick mats is pretty slow. But
Dire are scanning.
oh, we wants to go on forward, but doesn't want to make a play. Doesn't want to commit to a play quite just yet. Oh, they're pinging skill layout. Not exactly, but Play Hard is gonna move on in. Yeah, they see skill lay on that high ground, and they will take this Earthshaker down. He does have the buyback, so it's not a huge loss. I suppose they're waiting for Roshan to truly make a play on that high ground.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
The Daedalus almost at the ready. Oh, Mango Rose actually walking in the AoE of that spawn box, and so will not have the ancient creeps to take, but will have... oh, Disruptor. The Berserker's Call is not going to land. He is going to be escaping. Yango Galacticos making space wherever and whenever they can. KSH has the Skull Basher at the ready, but really does need that Abyssal Blade. Oh, he's actually going to blink forward. He sees Kui. But with the axe coming in, the Berserker's Call goes out on towards KSH, and look at him drop! He's just gonna get dunked! And the Mars is gonna follow him to the grave. Young G now on with a double kill and a godlike streak.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That does not look good indeed.
Radiant's top
Kui
tower has fallen.
fortunately able to recognize that dealing with the anti-mage is quite easy. Young G blinks forward on that high ground, and it is a bit of a difficult defense here because you don't have your anti-mage buyback. However, they will move on in on that Templar Assassin who activates the BKB, but it's still falling. And right now, though, the Axe Berserker's Call is holding the Leshrac in place, and Mango Rose will be able to blink away. This play from YG has not ended up working out for them as the buybacks come out. However, there is no Echo Slam at the ready, and Young PH has ran out of fuel, and now Emperor will move on in. Rolling Thunder on that high ground as Lun will end up falling. One more shield crash will do the trick as the buybacks, whatever remains from YG, is going to come in, but the taunt on Zoran, he is going to fall. And Skilly will be the next target. That is 3 diebacks on the side of YG, and only the Disruptor remains alive. He will be able to make it back to the fountain, but I don't think Emperor really care about that one Disruptor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They need to be going high ground. I wonder how Mango Rose ended up falling there, because he, as far as I know, he was able to make the blink out, but I suppose he ended up dying out. But this was such an expensive defense from the side of YG. They don't have any of their buybacks. The anti-mage didn't use it, but maybe if the anti-mage farms up for their buyback, they will be able to perhaps find a return. But it's so difficult because a single call from the axe is able to take the anti-mage down.
The wages of fear.
Point are scanning.
And now inside of the Roche pit they go. Emperor looking formidable, looking stronger than YG this time around in this series. They will grab up the Aegis, the BKB to be pocketed by Mango Rose, so he is vulnerable without the BKB. We have seen YG able to melt the Templar Assassin. Perhaps if they're able to do that, the only problem is they only get one shot with their Echo. It is a support Earthshaker at the end of the day. Only one arena up on Zoran, so you can take the Aegis down once. How do you find the kill twice is the big problem. There'll be a Hurricane Pike flying out for Mango Rose as well. Oh, Young G, he found the ledge. Still gonna go all in because he doesn't have the buyback. He is gonna end up dropping, and the rest of YG are gonna be forced to watch.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Even when he has the buyback come off of cooldown, he just doesn't have the gold for it. Mango Rose now on this high ground. They're waiting the rest of Emperor behind him to make sure they can come in for the support if he gets in trouble, and they will be able to take the tier 3s down
Radiant's top barracks
and potentially even head on over to the bottom lane where they can find themselves with another lane of barracks. But Kui actually teleported back. He has a double rolling thunder if he wants to play with that one. But the team fight, it may already start because KSH needs to be careful. He hasn't bought out, so he is holding onto the buyback. So Emperor will have to contest with two anti-mages.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Axe has a level 25, so has that increased AoE coming in from that Berserker's Call.
Tower has fallen.
Surprising that the Axe has not gone for the... Okay, he needs some more shards, some more Mad Stones to be able to get the Dazoon's Blood right, if he gets it. The banner has been placed down, the intent has been made clear. They want to move on in towards those tier 3s. The Rolling Thunder goes out though, as they're looking to snipe out Zoran. However, towards that back line is the Anti-Mage, is the Leshrac, and no longer up for the defense. YG will just simply lose out their Lesh. He doesn't have the gold for the buyback, and only the Anti-Mage can come back into this. But even if he buys back now, there is no defense available. KSH on that one lost Hail Mary play will be able to take the Pangolier down, but the buybacks are going to come out from the side of Emperor. They know how many heroes are up for YG. They know the fact that the 3 of them, they don't have the buyback.
Radiant's bottom barracks is fallen.
They're just going to move on over towards the tier 4s. Lunar, no Static Storm available, needs to blink back. The Anti-Mage is just going to get Berserker called once again, and it is going to be the end of this game. Zoran calls GG, and YG have just lost this series to Team Emperor. An extremely impressive series coming about. I mean, the game 2 from Emperor just outclassed YG, and as game number 3, they were simply happy to pick that Axe versus an Anti-Mage because they knew just how strong they would be. All they really needed to do was find the Berserker's Call, and they were able to take both the Anti-Mage and the Leshrac out. That Blade Mail just does too much work against the Anti-Mage and the Lesh. But, of course, guys, that was Emperor taking out the defending champions of YG in the group stage. Of course, it is a round robin, and only 2 teams will be eliminated, so I expect both Emperor and YG to be making it into the playoffs. That was it for today, though. We will be back for our third best of 3, our third group stage day in about a day from now. At the same time as today's series started, it is going to be between Buyback Bros and Yango Galacticos. Interested to see what Buyback Bros will bring to the table. They are playing with the former Team Mongols player Wonder Boy, and you also have B-Bye playing with their squad. And then, of course, Yango Galacticos need no introduction. Let's hope that Yango Galacticos can maintain their composure a lot better for tomorrow's series, though, against Buyback Bros. For now, this was your host Toltrus. I will be signing out, and I will hope to see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy watching the international as well, and we will resume at the same time around 12 p.m. Singaporean time tomorrow on the 13th of September. So see you then.